welcome. Ask Johnny a question. What's going on, crew? Got some really great questions to drop your way. Let's check out what we got here. We have, what do you think of the flywheel training for squats and deadlifts worth a height? Now, those who don't know what the flywheel is, it is standing on a base. You have the flywheel underneath you with a cable attachment. That cable attaching to the flywheel creates a load for it. You can attach all kinds of things to replicate squatting, deadlifting, bench, rowing, all kinds of cool stuff like that. Now, of course, I'm a little bit old school. I think most cool stuff should be done with barbells and dumbbells. I think there's an exercise priority list. Those, of course, are around the bigger lifting items like squatting and deadlifting done with barbells and dumbbells, and then moving on to machines. So this puts this machines at further down the exercise priority list, in my opinion. Now, where do I think one of these things would be cool? Home gyms. Absolutely. If you have a small apartment or a small space for a gym, this is where this toy would become very handy. There's probably some nice rehab or accessory options for it. However, the greatest challenge that comes with one of these machines, it is usually currently around $5,000. I think they are relatively new to market, so who knows? Hopefully they get a little bit cheaper in price and a little bit more affordable, and then I think you would definitely see more of these floating around. Post comp, even post training, I try to do these three things. What did I do well? What can I do better next time? Did I meet my intentions for it? Those things are fucking excellent. Now, if you're going as far as looking into that on every single training session, more importantly, the bigger ones, if not all of them for the week, that is incredible. You are only going to improve yourself as a lifter so much faster by doing that. Looking at the end of a program or end of a training run, most important, those conversations should be included with your coach, not only yourself, but also having some own self-reflection on it and what yourself are proud of and you did, what you could do better for next time. And of course, did you meet your expectations? And that's something after that, have a chat to me, coach, or your training partner, the other people you work with to get some feedback on it all. Now, follow up on that is what did I take from my comp? My comp, I think, was awesome. Number one goal for my comp was to be able to train it with some sort of relative balance, knowing that work was crazy and family was also very crazy and most important, and training fell in third place there. And my training reflected that, being that from time to time I had to miss sessions or reduce sessions or what I could do in a training session and be more than okay with that, and also train only 3 days when I would typically train 4 or 5 into a comp. And being okay with the result because of that. My only target I had for that comp was to do 9 from 9 and be able to perform to my best ability with what I could on that day. Now I think I successfully did that. I got 9 from 9 and 27 white lights. Uh, Moving forward, what do I need to work on? If you're interested, I did carry some injuries into that, so that's my priority at the moment is sorting that stuff out, a pesky knee and a shitty shoulder, so we can move on to the next comp. Selecting accessories for clients. What are my considerations? Do I make and how do I decide on them? Ooh, super cool. Now, accessories can be used for focusing on weak points and improving them, focusing on strong points and making them stronger, or improving on skill, or including that skill with either the stronger points and the weaker points. Now, looking at a training, a run, or just a program, I like to include a little bit of everything in there. If there's something particular I want to focus on, a particular part, break it down part of a lift, I will then specifically throw some accessories around to do that, but I also like to get a bit of balance and improve things that are already strong at the same time. If there's opportunity for skill improvement, we will always have some skill-based stuff in there. A good example of how accessories kind of work, in my opinion, would be what's coming up at the moment. I have a target for everyone for my nationals team, to be wearing very tight knee wraps, which is going to allow them, if they can maintain a good position, to lift more weight than they've ever lifted before in their lives. Now, be able to maintain that good position in a squat, you are going to be challenged by the knee wraps trying to throw you around and move you around. So I've got some complementary accessories for the three blocks in that: Zerches, safety bar, and then the basic pause squat as well. Now, obviously, the Zerches are going to be the most challenging, the safety bar the second most challenging, and the pause squat the least challenging for that position as well. But hopefully by the pause squat, you're just refining your technique and it's more of a skill-based movement after doing the run with these Zerches and the safety bar. Now, Which squats are best to improve your deadlift? Front squats, searches, box squats, normal squats, all the squats. Now, long story cut short, all things make you stronger. Stronger is better, means things will be better. Now, these are more specific things you could do for deadlifts, depending on your style of deadlift. The opinion of conventional deadlifts are more hingy movement, so you might want to prioritize more hingy lifts. You would see I would particularly be fond of the Zercher for something like this, and more of a box squat as well for something like that. For a sumo lifter, more upright, more quad dominant position, you will see I quite like a front squat. However, you'll also see in a program, I find front squats to be less taxing on the body. So even as a conventional deadlift, if we're just looking to add some more work in and not cook you like a Zercher or a box squat, I will then typically also use a front squat just to add some more leg work to you. Now, that's it, crew. Great questions. Really appreciate you flicking them through. Nice and technical, super cool. A couple of weeks to go. We'll do this again. Big training week for everybody. Kick ass and take names. See you soon.